Ask him. They sat down and had a meeting. Omuan kase eyi nipa se omunkoye research enhu about one eba se obenya 36%. Yes, but Mahmoud Bawumia Thursday. So on nin crime me I mean aka on kubisa chief of staff. Some chief of staff e kan wo meeting ho. Say
Bawumia benya 36%.
O see anka around 49 kra na anka betime wiem. That's what she said at the meeting.
This is not true. And you know. How can you come and say this? The fact that you make us our I have not said anything. You spoke about John Mahama. It is not true. What did you lie about John Mahama? Tell me the lies. Tell me the lies. Flagstaff House. Tell me the lies.
Hello. Hold it. George, hold it.
I'm talking about.
I'm done.
Master, do your own cross check.
I'm done.
Sir, I have given you dates. Last week, Thursday, meeting Ben Akoso of Flagstaff.
It stands to be an allegation coming from Hamdan.
Yes. So I said go and check.
Very good. That is what you're putting across.
What I'm saying is that on one casino, research our market.
EBT lose elections.
Lose. Another thing, all credible institutions in Ghana. And internationally, my research and a PSA about Wanomolusu. Until you can do all you want. And they've predicted, say, Sikana Ewohono. She say in the Ghana scano, yeah, teacher and some, yeah, checks and a increase vote, but it won't change anything. We are focused. Ashanti region is turning this time. Ashanti region is turning. I have left Accra and I'm here for the past 3 months and I won't go back. So I don't know we will not go back. We are here until say this year, you know more. In summer, in some Hununa Mudi, na ye pooling agent, na ye tina about so Utuma NDC, na ye twasha ninji narano ebesiano. This time around, no single vote in Ashanti region will go unprotected. So yet Yanim say election echo election so nipa na eto aba nipa no to aba na nipa so na be kan say omo kan 1 3 6 and we are atwem because this time around we have mechanism to check that into yet the say Ghana for obi anhwe na sitinemu no to aba pa ohwe wa sitinemu no hu say na nyoma esiko and then inflation you saying 21.5 one John Dramani Mahama left. Obi awanya economic grew. Now inflation is
18%.
So it's clear. Dollar is you do me say MPP for any Kumasi for crack as NDC, you don't need to do campaign. Maybe I could be say Debbie. We don't want to leave chances. And we're going to work. Yes,
so your projection of 35%
we can even exceed that. Bawumia is going to be the worst performing presidential candidate in the life of the Ghanaian politics this time around. You bet me. Bawumia is going to be the worst performing presidential candidate in the life of this country because everything shows say prayers. NPP should be ashamed to talk about prayers. John Dramani Mahama has been consistent in telling Ghanaians that I'm a Christian and I'm proud of being a Christian. I feel ashamed as a Muslim sitting here. My colleague, my brother Muslim is denigrating Islam. How? And then we are Christian. Ochina, we are Muslim. Ochinachi, we are Muslim. Who are you?
If I go to visit church,
is different.
Does I make
good? I visit churches when I was the MC. It's different, but when you engage in the worship, then it becomes a sin in Islam because my man culture me call Asoria. When they are dancing, I don't dance. When they are giving communion, I don't because I'm a Muslim. Sana John Dramani Mahama Oba Muslims when we are worshiping, he doesn't perform ablution. He doesn't engage in the worship of Islam because he's not a Muslim. So there are different say, yeah, invite you as a guest. No, Abba, Omo worship we are now akasa. But when you as a Muslim go to church and start dancing and singing,
you quite sorry na me ba Islam. Na ebia me Christiani. Na ye friend nyame na me bu nkotoni dwani bia. I'm denigrating Christianity.
Yeah, it's not accepted even in Islam. We won't allow you to mimic the prayers. No. Once you are not a Muslim, you are not supposed to engage in the worship. Period. Christian, what's when I go to church? When they almost singing hymn now, because I don't believe in that. Yeah, worship I don't believe in that. I'm a guest.
Now, what has it got to do with elections?
No, said your mama, and I'm telling you some Paibona. This is not the first time. John Mahama is a Christian and he believes in Christianity. It is our worship. Although you're better than Obia and Anopa or a Christian, Area or a Muslim, Anajo or a Busum. That is a clear difference.
All right. Some few minutes to, yes.
You see,
yeah, discussing
consistencies and how they are struggling to.
What do you there? And you're careful. We're doing this banter. There are issues to discuss.
Give me 1 minute. You see the hypocrisy.
Give me 1 minute.
You see the hypocrisy. You have been a chief executive before and after your time. I was the presiding member and I knew you very well. He was going to every church. Exactly. At that time, you said so.
Don't lie.
Don't lie. At your area. And then,
church, mention one church.
And then, you even confirm here.
I said mention
you
one.
Even confirm here.
Sorry.
Yes.
But don't say you see. You mentioned the church.
Hold
Why didn't I? Why didn't I know? You see, sorry. Let's say, sorry. Now, as a guest. Mahmoud Bawumia who kwans or sorry as a guest. No sorry no near bonfire manner. On can't me once our sorry in the congregation. Or we any mission or the call so for now empire on can one.
So my umpire man.
I'm son answer one can one.
Maminka.
How can this be?
American say there is a difference between going as a guest, ne as of abompire mouth. Than going to engage in the worship. Get the difference.
Tell me Odi communion.
Odi communion.
Tell me which church. Tell me which church. Oh, Odi communion. Tell me which church.
Go and check.
When I walk, tell me.
Show all right.
Our video.
Hello. Let's not be labor. Hello. I'm done, George. Let's hit the grounds running. Discussion, I mean, just 2 minutes. Can this make any change in elections?
No. Again, we must speak to the substantive issue. What new is John Mahama offering from what we dispensed with in 2016?
That is what I'll come to him to talk about.
How can George and everybody involved in his party look into the eyes of Ghanaians and still see the NPP are generally better managers of the economy? When a deputy finance minister had stood in the August House of Parliament, no, I heard Ghana for Nima Kachom say, "Yenko IMF da, that is deception." We would elevated to that level. They are swing through. That's your answer.
All right. Thank you very much.
This is a very good tone. We have always wanted, and that's why we are even calling for debate.
That is why I don't pay more in the next.
You are
hello.
Don't worry.
Sure.
Hello.
Don't worry.
But we will say
I'm John. What about there?
John and DMB, they should debate.
They are not the same class.
Judge
will never debate.
Judge, what about there? May time no.
Now on your class, I
will. Hello. Let's go. Yeah, percent. Time no is shakakra. It's Mr. Ma. Let's hit the ground running. Judge, Mami Brown check. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the new patriotic party, incumbent government, Mufi say, Juma Maye, and in Niama, Modea Tujano, a fata, Segana for a Simusu. Mamintiu.
That's all my name. My minica and charity for no for na mencha Mahmoud Bawumia
no come any Samira Bawumia oba Ashanti region no aba be di dwuma so aboa party no ene ne nkoso enkomo ya odi aben ye yo enema mienu e betimi di atoto ho like I said ye betimi di atoto side by side na ya choice very simple enkomo no because ye nimyeru amahama be the president for 4 years, we the caretaker president for 6 months, we the vice president for 4 years and 3.5 years because of the caretaker president. And Juma we in Sanu Juma. Any you Mahmoud Bawumia waba we vice president, on your president da, on also Sanu Juma as vice president. And kaya to one ke debate to omo vice president umudi ye no obi amade mo boy na nke ahwe obi ade said the other boy ne boss Emma Ghana a fan and Tima Pefre. And think no very simple. 2012 and Juma we in Sanu Juma. Any you Mahmoud Bawumia waba our vice president on your president da on also Sanu Juma as vice president. And kaya to one ke debate to omo vice president umudi ye no obi amade mo boy na nke ahwe obi ade said the other boy ne boss Emma Ghana a fan and Tima Pefre. And think no very simple. 2012 yera mails in free nyameto ne safra na yera mahama baya obedi ade no obaye na inflation da sen ofris na da sen obaye no na dollar rate da sen ofris na yesen okono na energy sector na te sen electricity obaye no ode kodru sen yenyina ebe yemkoma yebedi simple na yenka ni nyina mom Emma enkoye say yentimi nsisem sesie ya ye ka say at the time he took office the inflation was around 9%. Oko na 18 wantimi anfa amafe oko no that time no na GDP at that time na for a piade group at a certain level 8%. Middle income and Eurames by went to as much as 14%. Yewura Mahama be so mu as manager of the economy.
Gross domestic product.
It came to 3.5% and signed the leave office. Now Greek, now Edda saying. So we will put all of that side by side. Now, Oya vice president, you know, what were the policy implementation policies are with me? Spearhead ya Ghana for ebi hu for so enne you betimi dia kai Yewura Mahama said at the time where vice president, you know, these were his initiative or the things he championed in support of the boss. Emma yetimi de bae. Sa eno so nkomo na ebedi. Na ya hwe Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia. Na ya hwe adwuma obaye waba bebo ni wura amanaye. Solutions that he has proffered in support of the boss, because leadership is all about offering solutions to your people and making